Today we are diving into one of the most important topics for any aspiring bakery owner, which is what are the most important equipment you actually need to start a bread bakery. Just in case you're wondering what equipment you're going to be needing to start that bakery you've been having in mind, I'm here for you. I'm here to tell you those equipment you will need. So, all right, let's get into it. Starting a bread bakery can be overwhelming and financially taxing. Trust me. Having been there, done that, I know that feeling, especially when it comes to equipment buying. But don't worry, I'm here to simplify it for you. I'll break down the must-have tools so you can just get started right away without wasting money on unnecessary gadgets. But before I start, I want you to take out time to just click on that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Now, number one on my list will be you're going to need a commercial oven. Commercial oven, this is the heart of every bakery. You cannot run away from commercial oven. Yes, they are quite expensive and there are different types in the market. But the most common ones for commercial bread making are the locally fabricated ones, the modern deck ovens, or the rotary oven. A conventional oven can also be used, but that can be used only if you're going to be starting small from your kitchen. Why a deck oven or a rotary oven is best if you're planning large-scale production. This is because it will ensure that your bread bakes evenly and can contain more loaves. Now, number two, a dough mixer. Yes, you're going to need a dough mixer. Look, you can decide that you want to be kneading dough with your hand, right? And just keep buying dough mixer. Nobody will kill you. But trust me, if you're going commercial, you're going to be baking in large quantity, you're going to need a spiral dough mixer for efficiency. And also you need speed. So a spiral mixer is the best for bread making. It gently kneads in large quantity while keeping the dough at the right temperature. When buying a mixer, be careful because the outcome of your bread also depends on that type of mixer that you have. All mixers are not the same. Yes, there are a lot of mixers in the market, but they are not all the same. Some are made for pastries, while some are specifically built for bread making. So be careful when buying a mixer. Now you're also going to need a dough divider. Although dough divider is optional, but it's still very helpful if you want to achieve speed, right? It helps you to cut your bread into proportional sizes and it saves you time, right? It quickly cuts and shapes your dough into equal portions, keeping your bread sizes consistent. This is mostly useful if you're making dinner rolls, buns, or small loaves. Like I said, it is optional, it's not compulsory because it's something you can actually do without, right? Especially if you're on a budget. Now, number four will be the proofing cabinet or a proofing machine or a proofer, as some bakeries calls it. I call it a proofing machine. This is also optional, but I will advise you if you're going commercial, you should try and get one because it will save you time, a lot of time. Because bread making requires time, right? So you need to save as much time as possible, right? So in order to beat time during the day, so you'll be able to achieve a lot of production, I would advise you get a proofer so you can bake in different batches, right? Bread proofer is a game changer. I won't even lie to you. So it helps with the temperature and helps in the fermentation process of your bread. It helps it ferment properly and timely. But also, if you're on a budget, you can skip it. It's not compulsory. Number five, you're going to need a stainless steel work table. Yes, stainless steel. You will need a stainless steel work table for kneading. You also need it for shaping your bread, for cutting, for depanning, for preparing your dough. A stainless steel is easier to clean and is even more hygienic for commercial use. So, and that's why it's a requirement by NAFDAC. If you're going to be needing NAFDAC number, yes, you are going to need a stainless steel table. It is compulsory. You can't even hide from this one. You cannot dodge. you will buy a stainless steel table. Now you're also going to need baking pans and baking trays, right? This is my number 6 item. If you like, run, you will still go back and buy that baking pan and baking tray. Now, for baking and giving your bread shapes, you will need a bread pan. So invest wisely in good quality pans, Then number 7, you will need weighing scales and measuring tools, right? You will need a 50 kg scale for measuring big items like your flour, your water, and so on. Then you will also need a 10 kg or a 20 kg scale for measuring items like small quantity ingredients, and when you cut your dough, you put it on it to measure it. So for precision, you're going to need a digital weighing scale. I would advise you go for a digital one, right? To ensure you get the perfect ratio of flour, water, and other ingredients. Measuring cups and spoons are great, right? But a scale gives you better accuracy, especially for large batches. And if you're going commercial, so you cannot even say it's something you want to skip. You can't skip this one. Now you're also going to need dough scrapers and knives, right? A dough scraper is one of those small items that makes a big difference. It helps you cut and move your dough efficiently. It also helps in keeping your workspace clean and organized. A dough cutter is also handy for portioning your dough into that perfect size, right? Now, number 9 on my list will be you need cooling racks. Once your bread is baked, it needs to cool down properly before you start to package it or before you start slicing. So you see, cooling rack is very important. It will allow air to circulate and prevent your bread from being soggy, right? And it also helps you to maintain a structure when it cools down. Then you're also going to need bread slicer. If you intend to sell sliced bread, you will need this one. A bread slicer will make your life easier. It ensures even slices and saves you time of manually cutting each loaf. So you need a bread slicer. Number 11, you need display shelves and packaging supplies. Yes, you need display shelves. Now, display shelves, this could be either wooden or stainless steel, right? You need it to display your bread when you're done packaging it. Before you even think about distributing those bread, you need to display them on the shelves. Okay, and you're also going to need packaging material, eco-friendly packaging materials, right? Like your bread nylon and so on. So here are your essential bread making equipment checklists. Now, starting a bread bakery doesn't even mean you have to buy everything all at once. No, you don't have to. Begin with the basic ones and then scale up from there. As your business grows, you begin to buy more things. So if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, leave me a comment. As usual, don't forget to subscribe for more bakery tips. And let me know in the comment section, which of the piece of equipment do you think is most important in the bakery? Thank you for watching and I love you all. See you in my next video. Bye for now.